All right, welcome. We are live now. We are officially live, everyone. Everyone, we're live. We're live,
pal.
Hello.
Hello.
So here we are with We Talk Indies, number 2, and thank you, Jameis, for finally unmuting yourself because it said I couldn't unmute you. So I don't appreciate that.
You're the only person in the world who does not want me to mute.
Well, before we continue, I got an advertisement here. As you can see, the screen looks a little different here. Support your local independent wrestling. Brought to you by I can't talk right. By the IWC, not the Twitter community, but the Indie Wrestling Collectibles by Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles. They have an indie line, so you can get your stickers that says "I love indie wrestling." Wait, hold on, right here.
That's cute.
Go to their website at slowpoke.com. That's SLOWPOKE.com. And they have these great, delightful pins here. Tiff, this is for you, right here. I'm going to send this to you.
Yay! Look how cute.
Something special.
Yes. Blood. Give me all the blood.
We got Kenny the Kendo Stick here.
Oh, look at that. That's cute.
We've got an I Love Indie. We've also got a ladder. They got a few things. They got a few new things coming up. They've got stickers. There's a few things they have that I can't announce just yet. But it's some good stuff. Some good stuff. Before we go, of course, make sure to exclamation tip or tips in the chat. It'll give you the direct link to donate to the channel. Also, we do have... Go ahead.
And of course, that's not the only merchandise we should be plugging tonight.
I know, I got a lot. I'm going over it, dude. Let me go. I'm trying to run through it.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta plug that. Also, if you want to cash app them if you can. My co-host here, it's on the screen right there, Queen of the Indies, and the Jameis, who can't be confused with Seamus. That's Tiff, Queen of the Indies. I'm Ash Rose Nova from TWM, and of course the Jameis, who's everywhere on every podcast. You can find us on the Twitter handles located on the screen. We also have a Patreon now, where you can be yourself a McDuff.
Yes.
Patreon.com/WeTalkIndies. We appreciate if you join. The VOD will go up on Total Nonstop Impact, the main Impact review channel. Jameis, go ahead. I will quiet down.
And of course, another means of supporting us and everything we do is to go buy our new merchandise. We have a whole bunch of new merchandise on Ashley's store, including mugs with McDuff on them, which is really cool. So if you want to have your own mug, your own t-shirt, be sure to go buy it. It helps us out a lot, and we appreciate that.
It keeps us off the pole. All three of us.
Shh, let's talk about my other job. No.
Also, we did start a Twitter account for it's We Talk Indies, and you can see McDuff on there too.
Yes.
He sometimes answers, and he's not that good of a social media connoisseur person.
It's the pause.
It's the pause. He doesn't have thumbs.
Well, he does, but
they're not like ours, Like
yeah, it's those damn nails. They're long.
You remember when you tried to get people to buy him snacks and he was just like not having it, Tiff?
He's got resting bitch face.
He like walked off like he thought he was too good.
That different.
Me too.
He legitimately walked off like he was too fucking good for those snacks from people.
Motherfucker.
Anyways,
yeah.
Let's start with the shows we got coming up. We got Revolver. And that is the last show of the year. Alex Shelley will face off Masha Slamovich, and that's, fantastic card. Go check it out. That's on December. Go follow them at, of course, Twitter. You can find them on Fight Plus for $4.99 a month. I believe it's $4.99. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct,
Yes.
Mundo?
$4.99.
And we also got AAW also has a show coming up, I believe, Saturday. So they are on High Spots. Go follow them as well at at their handle at AAW Pro, I believe.
AAW.
Yeah.
The show is, I believe, Friday,
Oh, it's Friday? Okay, my
and
bad.
they just announced a match for it.
Sorry,
Uh,
Trent. Sorry. If Trent, well, Trent's probably going to see this. We are on his
Ringo,
network. Thank you, Jameis.
Gringo Loco, Nate Webb, Levy Everett, Rin Jones, Gary J, and Shane Hollister in a ladder match this Friday. And the
Yeah.
winner will get an opportunity to compete for the Heritage Championship on a later date. That was just announced an hour ago.
Yep. They will be live on highspots.tv. So, Highspots.
Yeah.
And let's see. Hold on. The other shows are not coming up until January, the ones that we do want to talk about, at least the ones I want to talk about. Wrestling Revolver will have their show on December 3rd, which is a Saturday. So go follow them for the card. That is at PW Revolver. They are on Instagram. They are also on Twitter. And they are on Fight. So, Tiff, how was your weekend? Your wrestling weekend?
Yeah, so I went to yeah. I just went stupid blank. I went to VPW. Sorry about that. I had to
No, I thought you were stopping because of what Jameis was calling you in our personal chat.
No. But anyway, back to so VPW was going on this weekend, so that's a cute promotion, which I'll talk later or whatever like that about the whole thing with the kids, because the kids crack me up. You know, they need to have their mouth rinsed out with some soap, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so weekend was good. Got to see some wrestling. I'm waiting for freaking IWTV to put up some of the shows because I need to go back and watch the Settlement series from GCW, and I need to watch the second half of Blitzkrieg. The promotion is great. I can't wait. I need to get back up to one of those shows or whatever like that. As for coming up, there's a lot of stuff going on actually on this week. I know C4 was on Friday in Canada, so that's going to air tomorrow. This is definitely a company that you need to be looking out for if you're not watching C4. It is really good. There's a lot of great names. I know originally it was supposed to be a bunch of people from Canada, but there was a couple of people from all over the place. Some new names I heard hit up C4, so definitely look out for that. Big Wrestle Open this Thursday. They're having a Thanksgiving special, so definitely check that out. I wish I can go. I will be at Interspecies Wrestling Friday. That's in Connecticut. That's a fun promotion. Not sure if that is airing. Let me make. Oh no, it's not airing. So I guess it's going to be a tape to premiere show. H2O's also got they taped something that's going to be aired this Thursday after Wrestling Open. You can check that out. ESW. Upstate New York is happening also. Alec Price versus Atticus Cougar. Let's go. I'm ready for that. Magic's going on Saturday. Beyond Wrestling, big Beyond Wrestling this Sunday. Also, next weekend, I kind of really confused. There's a lot of promotions. I just don't know what I want to go to. There's Grind. There's Chaotic. There's Fight Life. So some of these are on High Spots. Fight Life's on High Spots. Grind gets taped for premiere. Chaotic's on Twitch. So I know that's coming up. Sean Henderson presents also at the H2O buildings, also on the 2nd. Limitless is also on the 3rd. There's a lot going on, you know? So I know we have another we'll have another show before that. So I know there's a couple other shows going on. So I'll talk about that the next show. So but those are like the main ones.
Things to hit. She mentioned the Beyond show. That show looks stacked. There's a match between Masha Samovich and Willow Nightingale. Ortiz and Alec Price. So there's a couple of.
That'll be the third.
What?
That'll be the third match because they both have 1-1. Alec and
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of big names hitting that show. This weekend is also Defy Fight Wave, headlined by a ladder match between Randy Myers, Davey Richards, Shaft, Chris Daniels, Swerve, and Artemis Spencer. That should be a really good hybrid of character wrestling and actual pro wrestling. That show looks very good. There's a match between Rocky Romero and Will Hobbs on the card.
Yeah, I saw that. What do you got? What do you got hitting the UK, Jameis?
I've got a couple things hitting the UK, but more importantly, I'm more interested in what just happened in the UK, which we'll get to. One of the biggest names on the UK indie scene, Nina Samuels, has been working in Japan, and Sendai Wrestling has been doing some really good stuff. They just announced a match between
Fantastic
her.
promotion.
They just announced a match between her and Manami, 18-year-old phenom, really good prodigy, trained by Meiko Sagamura. That should be really good, especially with Nina working hands-on with Meiko, so she should be able to work Manami's style really well. That looks interesting. I'm more interested in upcoming shows. What's happening this weekend, I believe on Friday. AIW is hosting a show, Absolutely Intense Wrestling. Matt Cardona is working Wes Barkley on the show. It's headlined by Josh Bishop versus Eric Stevens for the AIW Absolute title match. Masha Samovich is also on the card. I believe she's working Jocelyn Navarro. So there's a lot going on there, too. There's a lot coming up right now in the independents between now and the next time we meet. So that's a lot to look at.
Question is, what if we all watch this week?
What have we watched?
Yeah, that you want to talk about.
Well, Blitzkrieg is definitely one that you should watch. Like I said, I'm waiting for the other half because I watched the first half of Blitzkrieg, so I want to watch the second half. You know, I'm all about my Miracle Generation. That was Miracle Generation versus the Haven in the beginning. Shout out to Dante Drago, because that boy took a freaking beating from Redbeard and he stepped up to him. So definitely check out that match. Definitely all the love over to Dante. His back is probably killing him. And then he came to the VPW show after and wrestled some more. So hats off to you. I mean, I'm always big into wrestling open, but yeah, it was kind of, what else? GCW on Fight TV. Fight Plus, excuse me.
Yeah.
So,
I wanted to watch King of Indies, but I didn't get a chance to. Did you, Jameis?
I did not. The main thing I watched this week was Pro Wrestling Eve's Wrestle Queendom, which aired live on YouTube, which is something they don't do often. There was a lot going on there. Miyu Yamashita ended up defeating Alex Winsdor on the second show of the day. Winsdor had just won the belt that day, so Yamashita wasn't advertised for a title match, came in and win the belt. So that's interesting. I'm interested to see if she does more of an excursion from DDT Pro or Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Billy Starks is in Japan. That's awesome.
There's a lot going on in Japan.
Going on.
So
but
crazy.
That was interesting. There was a really, really good match between Nina Samuels and Lizzie Evo. Rio and Casey had a good match. The 5-way scramble on day 2 was really good. So that was a show that I would definitely recommend people go check out. Wrestle Queendom 5. Pro Wrestling Eve does great work, especially putting women's wrestling at the forefront, which they're a women's-based wrestling promotion. Of course, they're going to put that at the forefront. But they did a really good show this past week.
Oh, ICW too. So now we have that Brandon kind of slayed the beast of Cruel. And he called out his wife, Casey Kirk. Oh, Casey Catal. Sorry. And he said he's going to take the belt from her, which just got announced for December 17th.
Don't worry. I confuse which name she goes by a lot.
That's my bestie. That's the running joke with me and her. I'm like, who are you? Who are you, Kirk? Catal? Just Casey?
Which one?
Okay, cool.
Which one?
Yeah. Hey, you?
King of Indies, I guess you and me, Jameis, will get together and talk about it, because I feel like it's definitely something we should touch base on, and we'll do something separate for them, for West Coast Pro.
Okay.
Because it is worth mentioning. It's just we don't got time right now today, and we both haven't seen it. I was out of town. I was in Kentucky, so I have an excuse. What's yours?
I'll make sure to go back and watch it.
What's your excuse?
He's got a 50 million podcast. That's his excuse.
That is a good point.
Busy.
I saw Catalyst wrestling, as Tiff knows. I had told her.
That's always like usually here.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been to one.
Yeah, Alex Shelley went for the belt. He did not win, but that's okay. Kid Bandit was also on that card, and so was
Mhm.
Akira.
Your Kid Bandit's killing it right
Oh
now.
my
That's
god.
my Rookie of the Year when the Duffy Awards come.
Ooh.
Hello, it's a community vote.
Yeah, you don't get a vote.
You don't get a vote. If we
I don't
can't,
get
if we
I
can't
can't
put
even
our
vote
thing,
for it.
Nope.
if we can't vote for it, we have to get together as a panel. Okay.
All right, well, that's who I'm gonna back for Rookie of the Year.
You're gonna campaign. We'll get to that in December. We're campaigning. Each one of us get to That's a new rule I've added just now. Each one of us get to campaign who gets what award.
Miracle Jen all day, every day.
So, Tiff, you want to talk about your bridge revolution that's been going on?
Oh my god, my bridge revolution.
I'm just gonna say I saw a fair extra amount or more bridges at Impact this weekend than usual.
If I wasn't so fat, I would probably do like a backstage thing with some of the wrestlers for them to teach me how to do a bridge, the perfect bridge, because that would be fucking hysterical. But nobody needs to see that.
I saw Chris Sabin whip out 3 bridges in one match, and I was like, "What?
Listen,
when did that happen?" I haven't seen him do one of those in quite some time, sir. For you to whip out like almost 3 of them.
My friend Desiree, she went to the GCW up in was it in Providence this past week? So she was there, and she's best friends with Alec Price, and he was wrestling Nick Wayne. And I was like, this is the only time I said we're going to be against each other. I said, because Nick Wayne's my everything, and I love Alec Price. Everybody knows, like, I love Alec Price, but Nick Wayne, he gives me the perfect bridge. And then she was telling Alex, she's like, I got to beat Nick Wayne. And so she told him because of my obsession with the bridge. And he gave her crap. I'm like, sorry, the perfect bridge.
That show was yesterday, was it not?
Yeah.
Jameis, you're frozen.
Good. So that show, there was a really good match between Mike Bailey and John Gresham.
Mm-hmm. That was so good. And he gave a bridge too, Gresham. Jesus. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'm telling you, I saw way too many bridges being thrown out this weekend. I'm not gonna say people that word gets around.
The bridge revolution is a fucking thing. I will continue to support and be the founder of this cause. Okay.
I had taken like 3 pictures, and I had showed Tiff one. I was like, what? When was the last time I ever seen Chris Sabin do a bridge on his toes? He did it on his toes.
I've been saying even like before, like I have fans tweeting at me. They're like, they'll freaking bless you. Then they'll be giving it like numbers. Like that was a 7, that was a 10, that was a 2. They didn't do toes.
They didn't do toes.
On a scale of
what?
On a scale of 1 to 10, that the number I give you is how annoyed I am at bridges that day. So that's GCW show also featured.
That was good.
Jordan Oliver and Matt Cardona, where Jordan Oliver picked up arguably the biggest win of his career so far. Yeah. One thing about Jordan Oliver that I just want to say is he's always had the potential. His fundamentals are coming along in a major way. Look back even just a year ago where his footwork is at versus now, especially for the type of style he works.
So clean.
The footwork is crucial.
So clean.
If you're going to do all of the highlight reel stuff and base for people, you need to have some of the best footwork in the industry, and it's come a really long way. It looks really crisp, and that's what I took away from that match, more so than them giving him the win, which was interesting.
So good. He's so damn good. I like when he said that Matt Cardona was the tallest person that he was actually reached with the drop kick. If you saw that tweet earlier, it's like right in the nose or something like that, because I think he's like 6-something, Matt Cardona. But damn, Jordan working hard in the gym to get those beautiful drop kicks. Let's go.
Damn right.
It was good. It was definitely good.
So since I was quite the busy one this weekend, and I guess you both were as well.
What was I doing this weekend? Hold on.
What was I doing?
Do,
I was
do you
dying
have-
this weekend from my shot in my knee, but yeah.
I was also dying this weekend. I die every weekend.
I went to the VPW show, so that was fun.
Anyone have any?
How was that?
Oh, okay. So let's talk about the kids because that shit's hysterical. Because
right, go
okay,
for it.
so I want to know what like your thoughts are, pretty much, or whatever, like this. So okay, so I get it. Like every promotion, you got to, like I always say, you got to keep an open mind, right? Open mind to any
Right.
promotion, right? So like I like all different types. I like my flippy shit. I like my technical shit, whatever, like that. So you know, I don't go to too many kid friendly
likes your bridges.
promotion. What?
You like your bridges.
I like my bridges. If you're not giving me a bridge, then
And your
I'm not
toes.
coming. Shout out to Dante because he gave me a bridge, so thank you. But anyway,
I gotta keep Tiff on her toes.
yes. So all these kids, man, I love it. Like they were getting all into the wrestling, but holy crap, they were running around. There was kids like cursing, like "You're a pussy" to the wrestlers. I'm like,
Oh my god!
I'm like, where are your fucking parents? Like, I was like, these kids are like 8, 9, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, I was like the mouths on these kids. I'm like,
That's
Oh.
nothing compared to what my generation said on Xbox Live at that age.
I'm old now. Like I'm just like I'm kind of you know what it is? I don't have kids. You know, I have god kids. You know, like I joke around. I have a goddaughter. You know, and
How
we
dare
have this
you talk
joke
about
called
McDuff like that?
"He's a fur baby." Okay,
Well, this is
I
why
can't
he's
bring
the
him
biggest
to the
heel in
shows.
literature. This
Then
is his villain arc.
he's gonna eat the wrestlers. But yeah, but yeah, no, like so Charles Mason, who, you know, he's crazy. I love Charles Mason very, very much. We call him Muff Cabbage. And it's a running joke. So now my goddaughter, who's 10 years old, calls him Muff Cabbage. So I got shit for that pretty much, but it's not a curse. Muff Cabbage. But for kids running around calling wrestlers pussies and shit, I was like, yo, what are your thoughts about like that? Kids running around cursing at the wrestlers like young like that.
I
Heels
think
are
it's
back,
adorable.
baby.
I think it's adorable, especially
I was really taken back.
especially when they think they're helping in the match. It's so cute.
Mhm.
It's so
Heels
cute.
are back, baby.
It is so. I'm serious. It's like the cutest thing I've ever. Like because okay, I love kids. I do.
Yeah.
I used to like work with kids. Believe it or not.
Me
She
too.
still works with a kid.
No, I mean like like 5, 6. Like to
Mentally.
10. So like I love kids. I do. I don't have any kids of my own, but hopefully one day, fingers crossed. One day.
When Alex Shelley retires.
Shut up. You leave him out of this. He's never retiring. Never. He's gonna be wrestling when he's like 100.
I'm dead.
That's where we're gonna get the Motor City AMW one more time.
Man.
One more time. One more match. Anyways, no, shut up. Don't start that rumor. We don't need it.
Actually, no. AMW should never work again because what's his name does not look good.
We will not talk about this anymore. Anyways, we will
Fair enough.
continue. I think it's adorable when there's kids at shows.
Yeah, I love it.
And I love it. And I think it's so cute when they think they're helping.
I was just like thrown off, and then you have the parents. Then you have like other parents encouraging it too, and I was like, "Yo!" I was like,
So,
"You
what I
tell him,
heard
you tell him
Because
that
it's
he's a
not
pussy."
your kid. It's funny when a kid says that, and that's probably why they were encouraging it. But
was like,
one of
yo.
my favorite, my local independent promotion is a promotion called Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling. It used to be run by Jay Lethal. I don't think he runs it anymore, but he trained everybody there. It's the promotion that talents like Carolina Perez came out of, Brandy Loren. So they've had a couple people in the recent years just come out and make a name for themselves. Brandy Loren was in WWE for a bit. Carolina Perez is lost it for the AEW. And so they're very character driven and very family oriented. And one of my friends, Anthony, his wrestling name's Logan Wrights, and he plays this very hippie, woke character, but as a heel, and kids hate it. And it's funny to see what the kids say to him.
What's the worst thing that a kid said to him?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. But my favorite, and then my favorite part of going to those
what's
shows.
What's your favorite insult that they've given him?
I'm not allowed to say it on air.
Well, so it's that bad.
So, my favorite person there is is my boy TJ, and TJ plays this character called the Cheese. He's a really solid worker, and he's a good dude, and he'll go up to every kid after the show and hang out with them or whatever. They're very family oriented, but all of his moves are cheese puns. He pulls cheese singles out of his tights and shoves them in the opponent's mouth. It's really funny. It's like, this isn't my type of wrestling, but it's enjoyable when you're watching other people enjoy it, if that makes sense. So those are some of the best promotions to me to go to, because it's so fun seeing how everybody just reacts to it. And that innocence and naivety has been lost on me almost my entire time as a fan, and I've been a fan for 16 years, 17 years, however long. So it's one of those, it's fun to look at that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You know what other shows I like besides shows that have kids there?
Which one?
Halloween shows.
Yes!
Halloween shows are the best. Especially when they dress up. And
Were there any good Halloween shows this year, Ash?
Not that I recall. I know last year there was a couple good ones. Tiff, any Halloween shows in your area this year? I would say it was kind of...
I mean, H2O always runs their, their big kind of start from the last extravaganza. What?
Shout out to Brian Neal.
Yeah.
But I love a good Halloween show, especially when they all dress up.
Oh my God. Or Christmas.
Christmas. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about it, because we're going to bring up NFW, okay, because NFW is coming up on, what is the Friday? The 9th, the 9th, December 9th. So definitely check that out. That's going to be on IWTV. I will be there. I'll be in front row causing havoc. Me and the front row, because we are the designated front row. It's the same seats every show, okay, because we're all close. It's another podcast with a bunch of my friends or whatever.
Get your own seat with the sign.
Yes. And we're all dressing up. My best friend, Brad, he is dressing as Santa. He legit bought an outfit. So we're going to be all Christmased out and decked out.
He's going to be heel Violet Night Santa.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll make him a bat with some thumbtacks on it. Oh, no, the Santa bag with thumbtacks. Yes. So I went back on IWTV and I went to Jersey All Pro Wrestling, which I'm so stoked about, because this was a promotion that was only a couple of episodes that were on there. And this was a big Jersey scene promotion that was running in there. So I went all the way back to the first episode that was posted on IWTV. The first match was Homicide versus Low Life Louie in a Christmas tree death match. And there was two real, not fake ones. They had real Christmas trees with lights up and freaking garland and everything. And they used this in their match, along with a whole bunch of other Christmas stuff. More wrestling needs to do this. I want more death matches themed for the holiday. Do an Easter one.
Hear me out. He dresses up like Santa and he's got a bag, okay? Instead of having thumbtacks on it, put little gifts in it and be like, oh, this is what Santa got you, and you know what's in the box? It's a weapon. But you don't know which weapon.
Right. You gotta pick, you just grab bag it. Or Secret Santa.
No. And then one of them put a piece of
White
coal.
elephant.
Put a piece of coal so that way one person gets a weapon and the other one gets a piece of coal.
Yeah.
Be like, you're SOL, man.
Fuck yeah. I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it.
So James,
or I like the idea. I said this once to Matt Tremont once, and I'm have a ladder match, but it's for cookies or something like that, in the top of the bag, you milk and cookie match, that you have to get the cookies on the top of the fucking ladder.
Shit will be spilling everywhere. So,
Oh
do you
my
want to
God.
talk about the show you went to?
What show?
The one with the
VPW?
chair and the sign?
With the what?
With the sign.
Oh, my signs in my car. My signs in the car. I don't have it in here. I left it in the car so I can bring
Aw,
it for when he's a
boo.
heel again or whatever. I can share
Boo.
my belt though if you want me to share the
Oh,
belt. I have
yes,
the
that's
belt.
what I was actually going to talk about next. Yeah, bring the belt. Let's talk about the belt.
Put the
Jameis-
picture up of Duffy with the belt.
Yeah. Tell
So-
let's tell the people about the belt.
So I mean, really, this hasn't really been like a whole completely out yet, but you guys are getting a sneak peek of it. So, months ago on the Indie Wrestling Corner, I did a panel with Cody Jenny, who's the owner of NFW, with the Vlogbro University, which is Jack Tomlinson and Dante Drago, and it was setting up for the August show, which you can view on IWTV, and it was the Vlogbro University versus Miracle Generation versus Waves and Curls. So when we were doing the panel, we break down the whole card with whatever wrestler and the promoter, which is Cody, to explain the show. So Trayvon came into the chat, Trayvon Jordan from Waves and Curls, and started coming into the chat, said that he was going to chokeslam everybody, including me, including Cody, during the show. So there is a part in this match where there was a bunch of chokeslams in throughout the show. So this whole thing of Trayvon saying that he was the chokeslam champion, and Dante Drago keeps saying that he's the chokeslam champion because he chokeslammed himself. So if you are very confused of what I'm talking about,
Hold on. Wait a minute. He chokeslammed himself.
Well, so what happened is you got to go back and you got to watch this clip. So Dante turns around, he goes to grab, Trayvon, who's so much taller than him, to chokeslam him, and then between the difference, Trayvon's like, "No, you're not chokeslamming me." So he grabbed Dante's hand and threw it on Dante, and then slapped his hand on top of Dante's hand, and then chokeslammed him. So Dante's going around saying that he chokeslammed himself. So he's the chokeslam champion. So eventually, this is the belt that I created, which will eventually happen because if you follow both of them, they've been fighting for months. Who's the chokeslam champion? So when the match happens, the winner will have this lovely belt.
I have a proposition for you, Tiff.
Oh no. I will be on commentary too for that match.
By the way, it's going to be the most over title. It's going to be the title to end all titles in the indie circuit.
The title may not even get to them because you, me, grab bag, Christmas weapon death match.
No.
Somebody's not confident.
No. But yeah, this belt is like heavy and solid, and like I created myself and everything like that. I thought it was cool. So this will probably happen in 2023 actually. So but I have the belt.
Yeah, it's going to be the title that only matters in the indie circuit around the
Championship
the
of the Year 2023 McDuff Award.
One day when we get enough budget, Jameis, we will give out belts, okay? One day. When we have enough budgets.
Why does that happen?
Tap it, dude. Tap it. Tap it. Make it tap. Make it tap.
Well, I don't know why it does that.
I tapped my camera and then I forgot that.
It autofocused. Dude, you have your autofocus on.
So
I have mine on.
I never used my touchscreen on my laptop, and I tapped the camera as a joke, and then it changed tabs.
It's so weird that it does that. I'm telling you, like ever since there was like an update, like the focus is awful.
Yeah, mine kind of like moves.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's our fun.
I'm doing a podcast with Tiff and Ash, and that's apparently the weirdest thing to them.
Wait, what?
What?
I basically just called both of you weird.
Well, I am weird. That's
well, I know
new.
that. I mean, that's nothing new. The
That's
fucking world
nothing
knows
new.
that.
Why would I want to be normal? That's like a setting on a dryer, bro.
Normal's mundane.
It's
I prefer to keep things interesting.
So, yeah. So it's going to be the belt to end all belts. No, I'm just kidding. Not to
That
end
belt
all
is
belts.
going to be the most over thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, okay, so did we talk about this, about like promos? I feel like, I love the back and forth on social media between wrestlers that hype up matches, and I love promos, and I feel like a lot of wrestlers are being lazy and not doing promos. but it like hypes me up. So even like this, just them going back and forth about like the belt that, you know, hasn't even really been announced yet. It's like entertaining as hell. So I don't know. I don't know. Did we talk about this before? I don't even remember.
No.
No.
About promos.
But
So do you feel like,
go for
you know, like you should see more of that like on social media to like hype you for upcoming
you go
feuds?
for this, James.
I think that I'm wearing a Warhorse shirt, so he's going to be my example. I think that anybody who's not doing video promos as a character
Mhm.
to tweet out is missing the boat in how crucial a tool social media can be.
Mhm.
Because if let's use Warhorse as an example, let's use Danhausen as an example.
It's okay.
Let's
if you
use
wanna
that
use
entire
Warhorse.
group as an example.
It's okay. We have
All of them became so much more over when they started doing random vignettes with their characters. Warhorse eating a chain, for example. Warhorse with the Breeze Horse. Warhorse with the Slim Jim. That's literally what got Twitter's attention to get him to the AEW appearance.
Yeah.
And made him a household name. Made him big enough to make money on just wrestling. Danhausen before he got the machine behind him. That's exactly what that did for him. The idea that you can get a character over just by however many people in the venue that night seeing you and tweeting a picture is off base. Does that mean they're bad characters or that they're not good workers? No. It just means that they could be doing more. People currently that use Twitter really well, Frank the Clown. I was at a theme park with Frank the Clown.
Don't you talk
and
about
I watched
that clown
him
here.
cut
Don't you
promos
talk
on
about
random
that clown,
people.
Jameis. I'm just
What?
kidding. I'm all. Don't you talk about that clown.
So I watched him cut promos on random people.
I'm just kidding. I've actually seen Frank live in Chicago.
Dude, Frank's awesome. I love Frankie.
I just felt like I had to say that because someone is going to say that eventually.
I love Frankie. Frankie's the best. But it's like Kid Bandit uses social media really well. And they're only a year in. And they're already bigger than most of the people on the independents. Not because of any one match, not that they're a bad worker because they're a good worker, but because they know how to portray themselves and use social media to their advantage. Polo Del Mar. There's another one. Like, the idea
Who?
that you have a Twitter and you're not using it the way you should, that's on you. Because you can get yourself over and get your character over and make people want to see you and know who you are through this tool.
So,
And it helps also with the site with the promotions too. Like,
so I have something to say, Jameis, about being over.
Okay?
I heard you were referring to yourself as the Jameis now.
I've always been referring to myself as the Jameis.
I heard you were referring to yourself on other shows
as the third person.
as the Jameis. I heard this. Is this true?
Well,
that you started talking about yourself in the third person?
the Jameis knows how to promote himself.
Damn.
Look,
Damn.
think about You're an Impact fan.
I'm a fan of a lot of things.
How much
Are you an Impact fan? Are you really?
How much cooler in the early days of TNA was Sonny Siaki than the other two members of the Flying Elvises?
That's a good point. But I wasn't a Flying Elvis fan.
Jimmy Yang wasn't referring to himself in third person. Sonny Siaki was.
Well, it's kind of one of those things. If you say, it's basic psychology, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you repeat something multiple times,
people are going to remember it.
Exactly. For instance, like I remember hearing a story about Adam Cole, about why he started saying Adam Cole baby.
Baby!
And that's because I heard this. I cannot verify it for sure, but I heard this a long time ago. And, if Adam Cole ever wants to respond and, he says it's true, then tip to the hat to me because I remembered. But apparently he went to an indie show and some guy, would always like announce himself or something. So he was like, oh, why does he do that? And the guy told him that, I can't remember which indie wrestler it was or which worker it was, told him, well, because at the end of the night, no matter what, they're going to remember me.
Right.
So he started saying, well, I got to come up with something. So he started saying Adam Cole, Bay, Bay.
If you give, what that does is a couple things. It gives you, the crowd, something to latch onto and cheer, even if they don't know you. So it gets the crowd into your match, which is what you want. They're not going to remember any specific spot, but they're going to remember how you made them feel, and if you made them feel a part of something.
Unless you do a bridge.
What that does.
Unless you do a bridge, then I'm going to remember that spot.
That's just you. So, and then it also...
I saw an unusual amount of bridges at Impact this weekend. I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but I saw an unusual amount, more than usual, the times that I've seen Impact lately.
I'm dead.
That's just because people have been studying Taz and Manami Toyota tapes. It has nothing to do with her.
How dare you? Don't you know if she gets over, we get over too?
I'm already over. I'm the Jameis.
You need to start thinking about things like that. This is a
I'm
team.
already over. I'm the Jameis.
This is a team.
So, and the second thing it does is...
There's no I in team.
Depending on the independent wrestling show. Because there's a lot of bad independent wrestling. There's a lot of good independent wrestling shows too, which is what we like to focus on. But granted, there's a lot of bad. We're in a time, we're in the industry where everybody can work. You're going to see multiple good matches tonight. You're going to see multiple cool spots tonight. What hitting Adam Cole Baby over and over again does is the person they're going to remember the most is Adam Cole because you heard it so many times. It's basic product placement or advertisement. It's marketing. Again, knowing how to market yourself, use the tools at your disposal to market yourself instead of just having a good match, I think goes a long way. And that's a good tie-in to further the nuance of why things like Twitter could be important, I think.
Yeah.
So, you got anything to rant about, Jameis?
I think it just did.
Do you got anything you want to insult anyone about? Being that you think you're the most over person on this show. I'm humble.
Let's see. Over is subjective. Over as in popular? Yes. Over as in over the hill? That's Tiff.
Yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, man.
That is cold. That is cold. First of all, you may be the youngest here. So if anyone's out there, we're going to look for a new co-host pretty soon.
Preferably over 30.
Maybe Warhorse.
I think we can reach out to him.
We'll replace you with Warhorse. How about that?
I'd Mark, to be honest.
Because that was just cruel. That was harsh. I don't even have anything to say after that. I'm hurt after that comment. I'm getting close. I'm getting up there in age too. Okay.
Yes, but you're my boss. I gotta be nice to you.
Anyways,
so yeah, I gotta go walk McDuff.
Oh, I love McDuff.
Well, he don't like you.
Nobody does. Join the club, McDuff.
That was mean, dude. Like, that was legitimately mean. You apologize, man.
I'm sorry, Tiff.
So anyway, I'm gonna scroll on Twitter.
Conversation.
We're gonna, you better be careful, man, because one day you're gonna go too far.
Well, look, one day I'm gonna be that age, and people are gonna say the same thing to me. And it's gonna be funny.
Well, I'll probably be dead, but
Oh no, you're gonna live longer than me.
Dude, the show got fucking morbid out of nowhere. Oh my god.
It got morbid when you asked me to be co-host.
So anyways, so how about Hive? How about this new Hive thing?
Go follow me at the Jameis.
Since we're all on Hive, mine's the same at Tiff. What's your Hive?
It's the same as Twitter. Loves to Dream 82. I made it simple.
I have not looked at Hive in like 20 minutes, and I have a bunch of follow requests.
Yeah, go follow me back.
I don't even know
follow
like
me.
how it works.
Dude, look, like that's since I've been on air. That's how many follows I've gotten.
Damn. Somebody likes to brag about being over.
Hey, first of all, I am by far the most humblest.
Sure. As she makes up words like humblest and shows us all of her followers.
I am by far the most humblest. And that's not even me being braggadocious about shit.
Ooh, somebody got a fancy thesaurus.
I'm a writer, James. I have been a writer for years. Okay?
She's not even cognizant of how arrogant she's coming off right now.
How am I arrogant? Oh my god. You know what? You're gonna next show, you know what? I'm gonna replace you with Warhorse.
That would rule ass.
No, I'm gonna reach out to Dan the Dad, and you know what? Dan the Dad will be your replacement. How about that?
Damn.
I love Dan the Dad. There's another person who does a really good job with Twitter.
I'm gonna just be like, you know what? We're gonna replace you with, you know what? We're gonna replace you with all the members of Tiff's
Honestly,
Boys. All of Tiff's Boys are gonna be in that one screen.
Yes.
This show would probably do really good numbers if it was just Dan the Dad giving grilling tips.
Just for that, we're gonna have all of ICW in one screen.
Hell yeah.
In your box.
Man, y'all are really boxing me out here, huh?
First of all, you said I wasn't humble, and I'm hurt by that. I am hurt. I don't have to share my channel with you, Jameis.
So what's on IWTV tonight?
Mister, I'm upset that people found my Instagram because of the show.
Yeah, I'm about to make it public again. If people want to follow me, go ahead. But I don't use Instagram for anything
They could look at your pictures.
business related.
Listen.
That's Twitter and Facebook.
IWTV, you're killing
Yes.
me. I need the GCW. I need Blitzkrieg. What's going on? I tweeted at them earlier. I need it. I need it in my veins.
Have you contacted the man himself, the man of IWTV?
Nah, I know they'll be up eventually, so they probably got caught up. I know stuff usually goes up the next day. That's why I was kind of surprised. I was gonna watch some of it yesterday.
Yeah,
but I just caught up with the ICW stuff yesterday.
Yeah, we gotta watch King of Indies, man. I was so looking forward to that because I love Noah, but fuck, man,
we put a lot of time into hyping that show on this podcast.
Well, that's why I was like, well, you and I got to get together because we got to do a completely different review for that.
Right.
There you go. There's a lot of good stuff coming up in December. There's a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed, but a lot of, obviously GCW has the New Year's that they have, and then obviously Wrestleville. Now I saw another one with Invictus in Jersey was running.
Yes.
A 3-day thing also. So that's kind of
cool. The Indies streamed IWTV. Right?
IWTV, yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I just checked.
Do you want to watch it this week and then next week in this time slot we do a review?
We can. Since Tiff's going to be busy. Tiff, why don't you tell the people what you're doing for Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving thing.
It's up already. My
tell the people
my
about
wrestling with positivity.
Yeah, tell the people about it.
So
on that.
It's posted. It's on the Indie Wrestling Corner, only on YouTube. I just upload that video up onto YouTube. That's not anywhere else but that. There's 2 other videos on there prior to it. I randomly do it. I dropped one on Valentine's Day this year, and I did one last year. So pretty much for a month, I kind of, put a post out asking anybody if they have any stories that are impactful, because obviously everybody's got some stories and stuff like that. Nothing oh, wrestler gave me a shirt or something like that. Nothing really like that. More intense things like wrestlers showing up at birthday parties or donating to charity, or showing up at the hospital, or maybe there's a disabled child and maybe a wrestler or a promoter did something, or ran a charity event, things like that that are very impactful. I had a trans fan reach out to me and told me their story of an impactful moment that they had with Aaron Rourke, so that's live now on the Indie Wrestling Corner. I had Trayvon Jordan actually chimed in on it. Casey Kirk's on it too, so they shared some wonderful moments on there. I usually ask that question on every interview that I do. but I like to also kind of submit it to the fans as well, or maybe somebody that hasn't been on the podcast yet. So it's about like 45 minutes, but there's a whole bunch of stories on it. And if you want to watch like more, like I said, there's 2 other videos on the channel. So definitely check that out. But I figure it was a good way to give thanks back by putting it up this week.
Yeah, be sure to go follow and subscribe to the Indie Wrestling Corner. They do a lot of great content.
Yeah.
Their host seems really cool. So I've heard. I've been told. And
Well,
they
she's
do a lot of
apparently
really cool content like
she's
that.
over the hill. So if you don't like anybody over the hill,
hold on.
then
That's
don't
your
subscribe.
That's
So,
how you secret.
So Jameis, it's
It's
official.
better to be over the hill than to be under the hill.
Look here, Jameis. Look here.
Am I wrong?
You have lost the privilege of having those 3 last letters in your name. You are now known as Jam. Jam. She's Tiff. I'm Ash. You are Jam.
Jam it.
Jam. So you better pick a flavor because
Jousers.
that's gonna be your icon next to your name next show. Jam. You better pick a flavor.
Oh,
You got grape, strawberry. You better
Jam
pick
you.
one.
oh man, I can't. But yeah.
Jam.
So the person in the chat who just gave me that name, you should be at the doghouse.
Jam.
Oh,
Whatever.
fuck.
You were upset because I was referring to Tiff as Tiff, and of course I'm Ash, and you were like, "How come I don't get a shortened version of my name?" Well, now you have one.
I was
You are
kidding.
Jam. You are the Jam.
I was kidding.
You know what? We're gonna drop the.
We can't drop the duh. That's
We're
the
gonna
whole.
actually we're gonna drop the last 3 syllables of your last name too. You're gonna be Jam Moo.
No,
Jam
I'm telling
Moo.
you, you have to be going fair. I will not accept that one. On
Jam
this side.
Moo.
He's the. That's it.
The.
I'm okay with that.
No, see, he likes it. He likes it. He likes it. So
Hey,
he
Mikey, he likes it. He likes
So you're
it.
gonna be called Jam Moo from now on.
Jamu.
No.
Jamu. Oh my god,
at
is
my
it like a
face.
whale? Oh my
Like
god.
Jam Moo.
absolutely nothing
Like
Is
Jam Moo.
about this
Please
face
tell
that's
me
putting
there's
over
a-
Jamu.
Is there a squishmallow of jam? Oh wait, we gotta look this up.
So you're gonna be Jam Moo. We're gonna take off the Jameis underneath it, and your logos are gonna be a well.
Oh my god.
And a jam
there is,
bottle.
There
So you
is
better
a
pick a
jam
flavor.
squishmallow.
You know what? You're gonna be Strawberry Jam.
Damn.
You have
Wow.
upset me.
So I don't think this podcasting thing is working out for me.
You gonna call in sick next time? You gonna call in sick?
Oh shit.
Jam.
We're gonna get him a jam squishmallow. We're gonna get it. That's gonna be
So,
the
I can
mascot.
sense,
First,
I
I've
can sense your
sliced
peanut butter
bread.
and jelly.
Then I'm jam.
all over
Are y'all
everything.
trying to make me a sandwich?
No.
No, I
That's
can
not my
sense your
job.
peanut butter jealous all over everything.
Dude,
I'm in the
first,
home, so I can't cook because I'm over
On
the
the-
hill and in the home, you know? So
on the
like,
TWM Talks Indie show, I became sliced bread for some reason.
no.
No,
Now
No.
on the Talk Indies, I'm jam.
you are Jam Moo.
I'm sensing a
Jam-
common theme
Jamu.
here.
And cause you're spreading your peanut butter and jealous.
Oh.
I didn't tell some shit.
Peanut butter and jealous all over everything.
Anyway.
Would you
The
like
only
some
thing you should
KY
be jealous of
and
is that
jealous?
some people have original analogies and jokes.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all good. Jam Moo.
Jamu.
Jam.
That's not nearly as original as you think.
Wait, have you been called Jam Moo before?
Oh my god, why
By
do I
an
see
X.
bridge?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold on.
By an X.
You've been called Jam. I don't know your ex, so how can I know that was not?
Yes, but that's why I said I'm not putting that one over.
But I'm just a little confused as to why she would call you Jam Moo.
It's a long story.
Was that
Ja-
a cute name? Was that your pet
For
name?
her.
It was a sex name. So lie.
Was it your sex name? Was it your safe word?
Look, if you need a safe word, you shouldn't be participating.
Oh,
You have
so,
sometimes you
yeah.
have to use safety, dude. You have to use safety sometimes. You have to use caution sometimes.
Gotta
dude.
wrap it before you tap it. You don't know what's out
That's
there.
true.
You can't choke and stroke, and
Oh my god.
I'm just telling you, it's nice to have precautions.
So, a recent independent wrestling show that I watched was the Tenryu Project.
All right, Jam Moo. But I'm not going to call you that if it was some weird sex name between you and your ex. Because that means you like it. We're going to call you, you know what, Tiff? We'll call him The.
The. What up, the?
We don't want you getting turned on the show.
I gotta go.
Anyways, what did
Nice
you watch?
talking to you.
The preposition now.
Okay, so what did you watch, bro? What did you watch?
Well, I wasn't actually going to talk about it.
Oh, so you lied to the people.
The Tenryu Project, Junichiro Tenryu, an old Japanese wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Great wrestler. I love Junichiro Tenryu. Especially his later All Japan run during the end of his career. But he runs a show. He's in the hospital right now. Shout out to him. Hope he gets better. I think he just had spinal surgery.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
Wow, way to bring
He's
him
old,
down.
so he's in his 70s, so it's like, who knows how that's gonna go.
But still,
so shout out to him. Hope he gets better. But the promotion he founded just had a tournament called the Ryutama Cup, and it was won by Kitayano. Man, there's not much to talk about there because nobody's really knows who these guys are. So,
but yeah, it's still it's still good to mention.
Yeah.
It's still good. And what else did you want to talk about and announce, Jameis?
Announce? I don't think there's much to announce.
Being that we can't call you, anything besides Jameis.
The.
At.
So my name is now at the.
At the. The.
Let's see. Is there a Twitter handle for it? Let's see.
Apparently.
Not really.
Apparently, Penta Zero M and George Kittle were on TV together tonight.
Oh.
Oh man,
George
Alex
Kittle,
Zane posted all these beautiful photos in Japan. I love it. I miss Alex Zane. Can he come back? I miss him. I need to give him a hug.
Fantastic wrestler, by the way.
So good.
Saw him live at
Oh,
Impact.
he's so good. I miss him. It's
Couple
been
times.
a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen him.
About?
Alex Zane.
Alex Zane.
Yeah.
I miss him.
I
Miss
think
him
about
so
him
much.
every time I get Taco Bell.
Yes, I had Taco Bell today.
I had
And
Taco
Chris
Bell today,
Bay
too.
is in Japan too, which is awesome right now.
Chris and Ace are both over there.
Yeah.
In the tag tournament.
I saw the gear. Looks nice. I'm all about the gear. So,
Oh yeah, Chris always has nice gear though.
Yeah.
So does Ace. They both do all the time.
Yeah.
Jameis, anyone?
We should do that. Should be a Duffy award. Who's got the best gear of the year?
Oh, that's
Hold
nice.
on. I pitched a bunch and she capped it at whatever we had. No.
Well, you're so you don't get a
You're
vote.
the-
But
upset
anyway,
me. Dude,
I'm
you upset
the
people
show.
today.
you lost your privileges. So Ashley,
I'm
what do you
the
think?
show.
Do you like the idea of best gear of the year?
The idea of gear. I love gear. You know, I
Gear
love
of the year.
I love all kinds of. I love gear in general. Gear.
I like
I
it.
am passionate about wrestling gear. Everyone
Shout
knows
out to
that.
the gear makers out there that bust their ass to making the
For
wrestlers
real.
looking good.
You know.
You know?
You know what my favorite gear is? Almost all black.
Yeah.
My favorite gear is that ridiculous Matt Cardona. No leg, full leg sleeve.
You don't like the trash bag look?
Hey, what's her name? Ruby Soho wears that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in my head, it's just the first one I remember ever seeing do it
Yeah.
as a kid was Matt
It looks
Cardona.
better on her though.
Well, everything looks better on Ruby Soho.
Like it looks better on her than Cardona. Cardona just looks better in trunks.
Cardona looked like a goofball wearing those, which was
Hey.
the point.
Hey. I will not have you saying slanderous things about the first internet champion, okay? Ever.
That's interesting. While we were on air, New South Pro Wrestling announced a match. MSP versus Infrared versus the Carnies.
Nice. I love MSP.
Maybe
They're
that
fun.
should be your tag team of the year for the Duffy Awards.
MSP.
There's a lot of people to go through, so be sure to tune
Did.
into future episodes as we go through some of the candidates.
I have a photo at MSP on my shrine over here. I love them. My boys.
Don't even go there, Jameis. Don't even start.
With
I saw
what?
that look of you trying to like get a poke and an insult in.
Hey, if I were to insult somebody, I would have done it already.
You did.
You did.
I know. Like I said,
That's
if
why
I
we
wanted
were
to
calling you
insult
Jam
somebody, I
Moo,
would
and
have
then
done
we
it
found out
already.
it was some weird, kinky name you and your ex had. Now we're upset we can't call you that. Because you secretly like it.
So yeah,
Ugh.
we're getting to that time.
Getting to that time, so let's close out the show. Jameis, who do you want to put over?
I want to put over the
Besides
best co-host
yourself.
with "the" in their name.
The
Y'all
Queen
could
of the
think of
Indies?
I mean,
Okay.
Queen of the Indies, but we all know I actually do. So shout out to Tiff.
The Queen of the Indies?
She's so important. "The" is in there twice. She's not Queen of the Indies. She's
The Queen of the Indies.
Whatever works.
Show-wise,
people I want to put
promotion.
over.
Don't think too hard about it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Just
I'll
put
put over,
over Warhorse because you always put over Warhorse.
Warhorse rules ass. That's why.
There you go.
Look at his face. He lights up as soon
Oh,
as you
shout out to Warhorse. Congratulations to him, by the way. He recently announced that Tam is expecting.
Tam Bigelow.
It's amazing.
So shout out to Warhorse. Congratulations to him and his wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mrs. Warhorse.
This is Warhorse. Tam Bigelow.
Tam Bigelow. I know a Tam Bigelow fan when I see one.
Tam Tams. Those are good. The Tam Tams from Australia. Yum.
Right? But you should have saw. I mean, his face just lit up, Tiff, when you said, just put over Warhorse.
I know.
He was like, can I?
I can put over whoever I want.
Which will be Warhorse every single episode.
So,
Yeah, right.
he rolls ass. And
Best elbow in the business. He even does this mid elbow.
There you go.
there you go. Tiff, who do you want to put over?
Shout out to Trayvon Jordan because I know he's injured right now. They had like a whole bunch of matches, waves and curls that I know that they had to pull out of. So if you want to give some love, definitely go get some love. Go buy some merch. I'm not sure how long he's going to be out for, but definitely give love to waves and curls. So that's my put out this week.
All right. So, we good? Put over everyone? Merches? Buy our merches.
Yeah.
Buy
On
our
our
merch.
Patreon.
And our
course.
Patreon.
And our Patreon.
Yeah, is the link out?
Yeah, it's on our. It's actually, if you go and follow us on Twitter.
Do I have to pay for the Patreon to access the content?
You know, the way you've been lately, probably.
You're punished. You're punished.
But yeah, no, it's on. If you go to our Twitter, We Talk Indies, McDuff was kind enough to put it in the bio. So it's patreon.com/We Talk Indies. We keep it simple. We keep it real. So you can
Maybe we'll post some photos of McDuffie on there.
Yeah, no, that's top tier. That is top tier content. But you too can be a little McDuffie. There are various versions of McDuffies on there, but there is only one McDuff.
Yes.
And remember, there's only one, the Jameis.
See, there he goes again.
No, it's the.
It's the.
There's only one the.
It's at the.
Jam Moo.
No, you can't call him that. That was some weird name he had with his ex.
Dead.
Jamu.
But
Jam.
yeah.
We're just gonna call you Jam.
Jamming with the jam.
Jam on.
That's my jam.
Jam.
Damn it, this is going to become a thing now.
Oh, come on. You like hanging out with us every other Monday. Stop acting like you hate it.
Oh, I'm absolutely considering hanging out afterward.
Oh, well, yeah, because you and I got to talk. We got to talk TWN.
Sure, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been a very morbid show.
So, anyways, it's about that time.
It's the McDuff time.
It's time to go buy We Talk Indies merchandise, folks.
Well,
Buy it. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Buy the collectibles, because they're really, really cute.
Slowpoke at
And of course,
slowpoke.com.
Buy
next time I'll be
the
drinking
indie
from
wrestling
a We Talk
collectibles.
Indies mug.
Yeah.
So, I can't put over anyone. I'm going to put over Revolver, for, bringing us, some of the best wrestling.
I'm going to put over our partners, TWM and TNI. Both
Much
do
love.
great work. Be
Much
sure to go
love.
check out all of their stuff, too.
Total nonstop impact. They're just as crazy, if not crazier than us. But we are one family, which is great.
Look, I'll give them credit. They're pretty crazy, but nobody crazier than us.
Hey, we're all family, and I'm grateful to be a part of the TNI family. So, and we fit in. So they like us, we like them. Go give them a follow on the YouTube.
Yeah, they're neat.
The YouTube.
The YouTube.
The YouTube. I refer to everything as the. I say the gram.
You know what? Do you know what you remind me of? How much Bret Hart promos did you listen to back in the day?
I grew up watching the Hearts.
So whenever he would talk about an upcoming event in the Survivor Series at the SummerSlam,
it's a Canadian thing. Okay, I don't know if it's a Canadian thing. I just say the and everything. Anyways, good night. Goodbye. Jameis, tell your audience goodbye, man.
Goodbye and good night.
I guess that's appropriate, that Kenny's going to be in New Japan, so.
There you go.
I must bid you adieu. All right. Laters.